Okay, so our first roll will be right here. It's a 2. Okay. And yes, we are using my wedding ring as my little piece because I don't know where my other one is. So there we go. Okay, so we landed on horror or thriller-esque, but I forgot to grab my card. So, okay. Okay, so our first roll landed us on thriller horror. So I can kind of pick which one. For this, the prompt was odd. And odd just means an odd number of pages. And I went to look at The Shining by itself, and it's 597 pages of just The Shining book. So I'm gonna be reading The Shining and probably regretting it. But I recently read Mr. Mercedes by this author, which is more of a thriller than a horror, but I really enjoyed it. And like, Stephen King is either really hit with me or really miss with me. So let's hope that The Shining is a good one, like one that I absolutely end up loving. I don't like the movie of The Shining. I really don't like that movie, but Stephen King himself has said that he doesn't like the movie either, that they missed the entire purpose of The Shining in the book, which is how I feel about Carrie as well. The movie was fine, it was okay, but it completely missed the mark of what the book was supposed to be about. So this is our first book. Let's go to turn number 2. All right, roll number 2 is right here. This is a 3, which is a romance. Ooh, right there. Ooh, let's get our prompt this time before I forget. Ooh, this one's gonna be tough. A romance by a male author. Okay, here's the thing. I don't have any romance written by a male author on my TBR. And the whole goal of this game is to get books off my TBR, not go hunting elsewhere for it. I did think about, like, borrowing a Nicholas Sparks book because I used to love Nicholas Sparks. And I know that there are men out there that write romance, but I don't have any of them on my TBR. So we're gonna keep romance, but we're gonna get a different prompt. I'm just gonna pick the next one. Okay, a priority read. So when I made this card, I meant to first look at the 24 books I need to read in 2024, or to think about some of the goals that I have for 2024 and read a book based on one of those goals. So I do think that I'm going to use priority read and find a romance that's a priority. Okay, so for my priority read that's also a romance, it says love story on the back. I believe this is more of like a literary love story or a literary romance, and it's 5 Years From Now by Paige Toon. This is a book of the month book, and every year that I have book of the month, I try to make their books a priority for me, It says best friends, first kiss, first love. 5 years from now, what will they be? Turn number 3 is right here, which is a 5. I'm going to kind of just go in there. Then a 5 is a wild card. Okay. So, if you don't know what wild card is, it is actually where someone else picks my TBR. So I did randomly shuffle these right before. You know, I'll shuffle a little bit more. There are things like different reading projects and like vlog ideas. Then there's like hubby pick, mom pick, dad pick. Both my brothers have a card in here. My in-laws, my brother-in-laws, they all have cards. Oh, then there's like pet pick and things like that. So I'm scared. At least it won't be like last month where everyone else gets to pick and I don't. So I guess it's this one. Ooh. Okay, this one's exciting. This one didn't come up last month. This is Read It or Unhaul It, which is very much based on Emily Fox. She does this series called Read It or Unhaul It. She has a big jar of every single title that she owns in her jar. She picks one and she has to read it or unhaul it, and that vlog keeps going. So like if she reads the first chapter of a book and she's not hooked, sometimes she'll unhaul it. Sometimes she'll go in and think, you know, and give it like 100 pages and she still doesn't like it, so then she unhauls it. But that video keeps going until she finds a one that she finishes. So sometimes she could go through like 2 books, or sometimes she could go through like 6 or 7, or sometimes just the one. So I can't really pick a book for this right now, but this is my 3rd book, I guess, even though it could potentially be more than 3 books now. Right, turn number 4 is a 2. And the prompt, oh no, is a 5-word title. Okay, this wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. So our 4th book got us thriller horror again, and the prompt was a 5-word title. So for that one, I'm picking When No One Is Watching. When No, 2, 3, 4, 5. When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. So I've read this before. I read it for a book club, and it's not that I didn't like this book. I liked it. However, I didn't think it was thriller or a horror novel. And that was several years ago, a couple of years ago. I think that I might be changing my mind. I think that, like, if I remember correctly, it was kind of more angsty, and it was very, like, ominous in the horror elements. And, like, that, I just want to reread it and see if I was wrong, because I think that I was wrong, and I think that this is going to be one of my favorites. All right, and our last turn is a 3, so another romance. Oh, I almost forgot again. That was a cover by, ooh, calling me out. All right, this one scares me. It's my favorite color. It's very like purple. It's kind of darker purple and then more lavender on the front. But there's clearly like a wedding going on. And this is called The Wedding Ringer by Carrie Ray. I have no idea what this book is about. I bought it because it looks so fun and happy, and at the time I just really wanted a fun and happy book. I know it's a romance, and clearly there's some kind of wedding that takes place, but I don't know if it's like our main character's wedding or like she gets stood up or something, but it kind of just looks light and fluffy and fun, and that is exactly why I bought this one. So I'm either gonna get back to you today and tell you what my Buzzword-a-thon books are, and my Buzzword-a-thon book and my TBR knockout books either tonight or tomorrow, but either way it's gonna be like 2.5 seconds for you. So I'll be right back. It has been a few days since I filmed the first part of this video, and I really, really highly apologize for my voice. I am sick, and I'm hoping that I feel better by Monday because I don't want to miss any work, but I am struggling today. I'm pretty sure that the kiddos at school got me sick. So I'm going to try and make this as fast as possible. For Buzzword-a-thon, I needed to check what the prompt was, and this time it's the word every. So I'm going to be reading Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me and Other Concerns by Mindy Kaling. I believe that she's an actress. And I could be wrong, but I believe, oh, okay, yeah, she's an actress. So it's like a memoir. I think she has another memoir, but that's every. Then for TBR knockout, there's 2 prompts every month, and one of them is I've been struggling with because it's to read a sci-fi book. I guess I do have one for sci-fi. This is more of a thriller, but it has some kind of sci-fi twist, and I don't know what it is. So I'm a little nervous to read Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. But at one point or another, it was really, really hyped on BookTube, and I've only heard amazing things about Blake Crouch as an author. So we're gonna try this out. I think it's about this dad that takes his daughter to the hospital, and then like he wakes up, or he tries to go to the hospital with her, and it's a different reality, or there's some kind of time travel or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry. Then May the 4th Be With You is the other one. So it has to relate to the number 4 in some way. I am cheating. I don't know. It's a 4-word title. So The Bromance Book Club by Lisa K. Adams. This is a reread for me, but it's been a while since I've read this, and my goal is to actually complete the entire series. I didn't complete the series last time. I'm pretty sure that I loved this one though. So these are gonna be for TBR Knockout and for Buzzword-a-thon. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Again, I apologize if my voice is weird because I'm sick.